Welcome back everyone to the Hero Arts YouTube channel. This is Mindy, and in today's video I'm going to introduce to you the January 2021 My Monthly Hero Kit. I'm giving you an overall view of what's included in the kit this month, and then in just a moment we'll take a closer look at the products. So here we have a large 6x8 clear stamp. There are coordinating frame cuts, a honeycomb window die. You'll also be receiving a honey lacquer pen, and then you're getting 6 sheets of paper that are 5.5 by 8.5, and you're going to get 2 of the pale yellow glitter, 2 black glitter cardstocks, and then 2 gold brilliance cardstock. Some of the sentiments on this stamp set are "You're beautiful," "Sweet as honey," "I've pollen head over heels for you," "Sweet as can be," and "We belong together." And there's a few other ones that you can mix and match to create your own sentiment. This kit values at $70. The kit cost is $34.99. Now you can purchase this kit separately if you'd like, but when you become a subscriber to the monthly kit, you are guaranteed a kit. So that way, if it sells out, if you're a subscriber, you don't have to worry about missing out on these amazing products. Now we'll take a closer look at the stamp set. So like I said, this is a large 6x8 stamp set. You can see mine is well loved. There's this gorgeous large floral image, 2 smaller flowers, and then those adorable chubby bees. Just love them. Now this is the coordinating die set, so you have them for the bees, the 2 flower images, and the large floral arrangement. And then we also have that honeycomb window die, which is a lot of fun. Here's a look at the cardstock. This is the black glitter cardstock. This is a look at the pale yellow, and you'll be getting 2 of each of these sheets of cardstock in your kit. And this is the gold brilliance. So this one is a little bit thinner than the gold cardstock, but still die cuts beautifully. Now I'm going to walk you through creating 2 very clean and simple cards. One of the images on the stamp set is this little honeycomb piece, and this is really great to create backgrounds, which is what I'm going to be doing today. This is a piece of dove weight cardstock that I have cut to 4 1/4 by 5.5. I lined up the honeycomb towards the center of my cardstock, and I'm stamping that in the Hero Arts Intensified black ink. Now this is really fun because it kind of fits like a puzzle, so you can really position this any way you want on your card. I decided to go in just a diagonal direction, and you can use just an acrylic block if you prefer to stamp that way. Once I have that honeycomb down, you're going to have these 3 little filler pieces, and these are going to go in that honeycomb. So I'm just randomly placing those down onto my outline honeycomb, and I am going to stamp this in dandelion ink. Now I didn't actually line mine up real perfect, but I really love the offset look that this has. I think that gave it more of a realistic look to it. So I decided to just do some random areas. I went in kind of that diagonal format again. So I just stamped 4 sections of these trio honeycombs using that dandelion ink. Then I did color a bee off screen, and I just brought that in as a guide so I knew about where I would want it and where I want to do this sentiment. This is the Sweet as can be sentiment that I'm placing down in the corner and stamping with the intensified black ink. I trimmed the panel down to 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and I'm just adding that to a piece of mustard cardstock measuring 4 1/4 by 5.5. Then I can bring in my cute little chubby bee that I have lined with foam squares, and I'm just adding that to the front of my card for a little dimension. So that is our first really quick and simple card created with the kit. Next, I'm going to use some of this beautiful glitter cardstock that came in the kit along with a piece of dove weight cardstock. I always start with a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch piece of cardstock, and that will actually be my card front. So I'm starting with this honeycomb window die, and I am going to line it up about where I want it, making sure that I'm even on both sides of that honeycomb. And then I'm going to hold it in place with some low tack tape just so it doesn't move around when I die cut it. Then I'm taking a craft pick and I'm just punching out any of those areas that didn't come out right away. And I'll repeat that with the black glitter cardstock and the pale yellow glitter cardstock. Now the white ones I didn't save, but I am saving those pieces from the two glitter cardstocks. I'm going to do a die cut inlay technique. Now you can also save these pieces that you're die cutting from and create more cards with those card fronts. So save these pieces, you can use them again. Now that all of my windows are cut out, I'm going to start assembling my card. Now this could easily be turned into a shaker card, but I'm just going to take a tape runner and just run that across the entire back, including those little lines of the honeycomb, and I'm going to add that straight to a piece of Dove White cardstock. So we're still measuring 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then I'll take the Hero Arts liquid glue and I'm going to add little dots of glue into those open areas. I'm only doing a few at a time, and I'm using a jewel picker to pick up those pieces and add them into the little areas. Now, normally I like to use an embellishment wand. I feel that's a little stickier. And that's the one that has a black tip to it. But this time I'm using a jewel picker. And the reason for that is I found that the black tip of my embellishment wand was leaving little black marks on my yellow glitter cardstock. So I just want to make sure you're aware of that and be careful of how you're layering that. I'm going to continue going around the entire frame of this using the pale yellow and the black glitter cardstock, and I did kind of go in a pattern. So I normally did about 3 yellow around 1 black. Once that's done, I'm going to load my panel back into my Misty tool, and I'm going to put a sentiment in here. This is off of the kit stamp set that says "We Belong Together." Pick that up with the door of the Misty and stamped that in the black intensified ink. Then once again, I have some bees that I had colored and die cut off screen. So I'm taking one of them. I'm going to adhere it using some foam squares just in the bottom corner. And this bee is my absolute favorite. I hope you enjoyed these 2 very clean and simple cards using the January 2021 My Monthly Hero Kit from Hero Arts, which is available at heroarts.com while supplies last. And if you create any projects using the Hero Arts kits, be sure to tag us on social media. We love to see what you're creating. Thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you again soon.